For today's class, we're going to be focusing on the hip. We're going to be working stabilization of all the muscles, all the components of the hip itself. We will be focusing more on the glute maximus, the lower portion, specifically just to fire that portion of the lowest area, that tissue right around the sitting bone that tends to get a little dormant. Just waking that up. I do want to say we're going to get right into a sequence that is going to be very continuous. I'm going to also add some fun elements to it, and fun, in my opinion, means a little bit of heart boosting, pumping type of movement. So just modify if you need to at any times, of course, you know, to take breaks. If you can, if you're up for it, just try to follow along and do your best, okay? We're going to start on our back. Let's take a full breath in. Fill up the belly on your next inhale. Open your mouth. Side out. And whatever shape you're in, hug your knees into your chest. And then keep your knees bent, but trap them right over the hips. And then stretch your arms straight up towards the ceiling, palms facing towards one another. And then hug your belly back. Notice the positioning of your low back towards or in relationship to the floor. And try not to pull it away. Zip up the low belly. And we're going to find a dead bug scenario here. So we're already in it, but you're going to move opposite arm and leg. So keep both knees bent and just take your left arm overhead and tap your right foot down, keeping the knee at that same angle. And then inhale up, and then opposite arm and leg tap. Just keeping the same angle of the knee. Inhale up, and then exhale, tap. And now close your eyes. Continue to move through that as you zip up the low belly. And draw the front ribs back. Feel that relationship of the legs and the core. Last one. Good, and then hug your knees in. And then arms alongside you. I just want you to come up to your elbows here and then start to bicycle pedal your legs out. And then find that same zipping of the belly. Now this nice broadening of the chest here. And then switch directions. And keep your chest this broad. You are welcome to stay here, continue through the supported scenario. Or you can bring your thumbs to your heart and then paddle out your legs. So you're in a low boat, lift your chin, look up. And then maybe come to your right hip, and then you can sweep your arms to the left and also move your arms like there's zero gravity, and it's going to be a little awkward. And then come back to low boat and then left hip, arms to the right. And go ahead and move them as well, but keep the legs really in that pedaling. Just challenging the core and all the muscles around the whole spine. And then inhale to center. Now come up to an Navasana shape. Pedal, 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 and then maybe come to the right hip. Inhale, center. Lift the low back, and then left hip. And inhale, center. And then exhale, just roll down. Bring your knees to your chest. Good. From there, knees are bent. And I take your arms out to a T with the palms down flat. And then take your knees halfway to the left, inhale. On your exhale, you'll straighten your legs, reach your right hand towards your feet and lift your hips. Your left hand pressing down. Inhale, knees halfway to the left, and then exhale, lift the hips, reach hand to foot. Inhale, and then exhale. Little lift of the pelvis as well. And if you need support for your head, you can take your hand behind your head and try to soften the neck. Last 3, 2, and 1. And then second side. So right hand down, spin your knees to the right, and then inhale, straighten the legs, lift your hips, and reach left hand to your foot. And then keep going. You can bring your hand behind your head and keep it there. Or find the full extension of the arm and reach towards your feet. I'm just feeling more of that side core, obliques. Keep your legs fused together like you're squeezing something between the thighs. Last 4. Last 2. And then finish up. Knees to chest. Take your knees back in and then split your left leg long and just drop your back body. Hug your right knee in. Get that stretch through the front of the left hip. And then drop your shoulders. You might circle the right ankle. And then left knee in. Same thing, straighten your right leg. Belly back. Soften the low back. Knit your front ribs together. Take an inhale into the side ribs, back ribs, front ribs. And then exhale, hover your right foot, arms alongside you, palms down. Take your left leg straight up and point your feet. And then take your left leg down about 30 degrees. And I just want you to draw circles here with that left leg. And your right leg is hovering. Now, if this is too much on the low back, if it's pulling away, you can bring that right leg down. But try to keep it hovering if possible. And try not to rock your pelvis. Curl the belly back. Soften your neck. It doesn't have to be fast. You can make this movement more slow. And then switch directions, or if you want to, make a figure 8 with that left foot. Just drawing an 8. Left leg straight up. Take both legs out to a V, and then just switch. Right leg up, left leg down if you need to, or keep it hovering, lower the right leg 30 degrees. Knit your front ribs back, and then make little circles. Point your foot, reach for the ball of your right foot as you draw circles, engaging the whole thigh. And then using really your core to stabilize the pelvis. You can switch directions or play with making figure 8s. Notice your neck in the process. Notice your shoulders. Take a full breath. And use the chest. Nicely done. Rock and roll along your spine. And then come right to down dog. Inhale, ripple forward to high plank, pull your belly in. Lift your right leg up. Point your foot and lift from right under the sitting bone. Take a full inhale. Knee to nose, step your right foot between your hands. Now push through the ball, heel of that right foot to come up using that right side sitting bone. Stretch your arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, get your hands down, sweep your leg back to single-legged plank. And then exhale, step between your hands. Push down through the ball, heel of your right foot. Feel right under the right side sitting bone, turn on as you come up. And then adding on, exhale, single-legged plank. We're going to work into some side plank variations. Come to side plank and step your right foot halfway down the mat. Put the weight in the right foot and lift your left inner thigh up. Adduct. Now abduct, stretch your right leg up. Just one of those. To plank pose. And then bend your knees, look forward in your dog. Now charge right to plank, maybe chaturanga. Back to that bent knee dog, and then hop top of mat. From here, we're going to do a hop up. You can skip that. And then hop back to plank. Lift your right leg up, single-legged plank. Exhale, knee to chest, step down through the foot. Push through that foot, inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, halfway forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Slowly hug your belly back, single-legged plank. Inhale, side plank. Step halfway down, lift the left leg. Inhale, lift the right leg. To plank pose, bend your knees in dog. Plank or chaturanga. Bent knee dog, top of mat. Hop up and then do that again. Dog, chaturanga, bent knee dog, hop, and then back to plank. Single-legged plank, right leg up. Step between. Crescent lunge, inhale. Arrow lunge, exhale. Crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, side plank. Step halfway down, lift left leg, adduct. Lift right leg, abduct. Plank pose, bent knee dog, chaturanga, bent knee dog, hop top of mat, hop up, and then two more. It's a variation of a burpee. Plank pose, right leg up. Step between. Push through the right foot, inhale, crescent lunge. And exhale, halfway forward. Now lift your front ribs. Keep this angle. Warrior three, put the weight in the right foot. Hug your right outer hip in. Roll your left inner thigh up. Try not to grip through the upper portion of your left glute. Inhale, arrow lunge, keep the angle. Crescent lunge, exhale, arms up, breathe in. Single-legged plank, breathe out. Side plank, inhale. Step halfway down, adduct, abduct. Plank pose, then four of these. Bent knee dog, chaturanga, bent knee dog, hop, hop. Plank, bent knee dog, chaturanga, bent knee dog, hop, top of mat, hop up. And we're increasing every time. Getting the heart rate going a little. Plank, single-legged, right leg up. Step it between. Inhale, crescent. And exhale, halfway forward. Push through the right foot. Keep the angle. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, arrow lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, single-legged plank. Internally rotate the right leg. Inhale, side plank. Step halfway down, squeeze the thighs. Lift top leg. Plank pose. Bent knee dog. Charge to chaturanga. Bent knee dog. Hop top of mat, hop up. That's one. 4 more. Plank, single-legged, inhale, step it between. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, halfway forward. Inhale, warrior three. Find the stillness, the breath. Keep the angle, exhale, arrow lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. And exhale, single-legged plank. Inhale, side plank. Step halfway down, abduct the legs. Adduct the legs, lift the right leg high. Plank pose, inhale. 6 total, bent knee dog. Chaturanga, bent knee dog. Hop and hop. 5 more. Come to single-legged plank. Inhale. Maybe come to left fingertips. Left arm forward. It might be left knee down. But zip up your low belly. 3, 2. Hand down, foot down. Downward facing dog. 1. Take a full inhale. Now you should feel awake if you weren't before. Come back to your breath. Inhale, ripple forward to plank. Lift your left leg, single-legged. Roll the inner thigh up. Hug your outer shoulders back. Lift your belly. Inhale here. Push down, step between. Exhale. Now push through the ball, heel to foot. Inhale, turn on right under the sitting bone, crescent lunge. Exhale, get your hands down, sneak it back, single-legged plank. Breath in. Sneak it back between, breath out. Push down, inhale. Use the lower portion of your glutes to come up. And then exhale, single-legged plank. Push away, sweep the leg back. Adding on, side plank. Step halfway down, abduct. And then top leg lifts. Adduct. And keep the knee bent. Plank pose. Bent knee dog. Charge your chaturanga or hold plank. Back to bent knee dog. Hop top of mat and then hop up. And then right to plank. That's just one. We'll add on from there. Left leg up. Step it between. Crescent lunge, slow and smooth. Find your breath. And then exhale halfway forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Feel the lower portion of the glute turn on. Keep that as you exhale, get your hands down. Inhale, sweep the leg back. Exhale, side plank, step halfway down. Abduct the legs. Adduct the legs. Plank pose. And then 2 of these, bent knee dog, chaturanga. Dog to hop, hop. Plank, bent knee dog. Chaturanga. Bent knee dog to hop, hop. Plank. Single-legged. Inhale. And step in between. Push down, rise up. Inhale. Pull your belly in. Halfway forward, exhale. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, single-legged plank. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, modified abduct. Inhale, adduct. Plank pose, bent knee dog. Chaturanga. Bent knee dog, hop and hop. 2 more. Plank. Left leg up. Push away, step between. Push through the left foot. Inhale, slowly come up. Feel the articulation right under the left sitting bone. And then exhale, halfway forward. Inhale, warrior 3. Keep the angle, exhale, just step back to arrow. Inhale, crescent lunge. And exhale, single-legged plank. Inhale, side plank, hug shoulder into socket, step halfway forward. Lift up, lift half leg. 4 of these, plank, dog, charge the plank, maybe chaturanga, to hop and hop. That's 1. 3 more. Try to land light. Core is on when you hop back to plank. Grip the mat with your fingers. Plank. Lift the left leg up. Inhale. Push away, step between. Knee over ankle. Inhale, push through the sole of the foot. Exhale, halfway forward. Pull the belly in. Inhale, warrior 3. Lift from the right sitting bone. Exhale, keep the angle, step back. Inhale, crescent lunge. And exhale, single-legged plank. Inhale, side plank, halfway down. Abduct, adduct. Plank, chaturanga. Bent knee dog, chaturanga. Hop, tap a mat, hop up. Hop back to plank. 5 more. And then come right to plank pose. Wrap the triceps in. Lift your left leg up. Single-legged plank. Maybe right arm forward. 3. Roll the left inner thigh up. 2. And then hand down, knee down. Go back to dog. Now bring your knees down there. Sit back on your heels. Clasp your hands behind your back. Just open the chest there. You might bend your elbows, take your left fist to your right hip. Drop your left ear to your shoulder. And then switch, which thumb is on top. Right fist, left hip, hug your elbows in, drop right ear, right shoulder. the breath slow down. And then circle out the wrist, come to tabletop, find cow and cat if you want. Taps the palms down, get more into the wrists here, bend your knuckles. And then thumbs out, fingers back, get into the forearms. Curl your toes under, sit back on your heels, get your pinky toes as well. Interlace your fingers, lift your chest, look up, cactus your arms. And then come back to tabletop. Shoulders back, stretch your right leg back. You can curl your left toes under or not. And then just externally rotate that right leg, step outside the foot. Sweep it back, inhale without losing your core, internally rotate. Exhale, step outside. 10 more, make it smooth as you can. And then right leg back. Internally rotate. Notice how that steers your right hip level with the left, and then zip up your low belly. Now stretch your left arm back, look down, and then stretch your arm forward, knee to nose. Inhale, look forward as you reach back to the foot. Exhale, round, arm forward, knee to nose, kiss your knee. One more, inhale, reach back. Exhale, knee to nose, reach forward. Reach back. If you're able, grab the ankle, broaden and lift the chest. And then exhale, just gently release. Rock the hips out or sway side to side. And then 12 of these, left leg back. Internally rotate, square the hips, lift the belly. Externally rotate the left thigh and step out softly. Just outside the hand, inhale, sweep it back. Internally rotate. Exhale, step outside. 10 more. Soften the neck. Extend to tabletop. Come back to that internal rotation. Lift the low belly. Stretch your right arm back. Inhale. Thigh to chest, arm forward. Exhale. Compress. Inhale, extend. Maybe look forward. Exhale, arm forward, knee to nose. Compress. Inhale, broaden chest. Exhale, round and compress. Reach back. Inhale, grab ankle. Exhale, left inner bicep forward, push the shin back. And then exhale, release there. And then walk your hands out, coming to puppy. You might walk the knees in. You might even come to your fingertips there. Pull the mat back, wrap your triceps down. Mount the outer border of your heart. And then make your way right into downward facing dog. Shake out the head, reconnect to the breath. And then hug inner to outer shoulder as you lift your sitting bones. Get that stretch through the hamstrings. Inhale, look to your hands. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, fold forward. Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen. Step or hop back. Chaturanga to the belly. Taps the feet down. Now inhale, I want you to lift the legs from right under the sitting bone and pull the mat back as you lift your chest without creating tension in the low back. And then exhale, lower down, curl the toes. Inhale to plank. When you get to the top, split the mat apart. Downward facing exhale. One more like that. Look to the hands. Inhale. Feet to hands. Exhale. Hips back, heart forward. Breathe in. Fold forward and down. Breathe out. Rise to stand. Inhale. Maybe extend up and out. Pull the belly in as you fold forward and down. Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale. Step or hop. Chaturanga. To the belly. Lift the legs. Peel the chest off the mat. Shoulders back. Exhale, lower. Curl the toes. Inhale to plank. Split the mat apart at the top. Go back to downward facing. Exhale. Right leg up. Inhale. And just step your feet, your right foot between your hands. Spin your left foot out. Warrior one. Inhale. Internally rotate the left leg. Same exit. Viinyasa. All the way to the belly. Lift from right under the sitting bones there. Pubic bone heavy as the navel zips up. Exhale, lower. Inhale to plank. Counter that. Dome the upper back. Pubic bone to sternum. Exhale to dog. Left leg up. Inhale. Step it between. Turn your right foot out. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale. Chaturanga to the belly. Inhale, lift the legs, Shalabhasana. Roll the inner thighs up. Exhale, lower. Inhale to plank. Exhale to dog. Look to the hands there. Inhale. Feet to hands. Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale. Fold forward. Rise to stand. Inhale. And thumbs to heart. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Step your feet hip width apart. Clasp your hands behind your sacrum. And then hug your knees in towards one another as you split the mat apart with your feet. Feel your outer hips turn on. Feel the inner border of your shoulder blades together. Sit lower. Keep splitting the mat apart. And then hinge your pelvis forward. Get your abdomen to your thighs. Inhale. Keep that as you straighten the legs and fold forward. Exhale. Drop the head. Release the hands. Take an inhale there and lengthen. And just take your vinyasa any way through. And then just step your right foot halfway forward. Come into pyramid pose. Turn your left foot out towards the left corner of the mat. And then bend your right knee and inhale, lengthen out. Put more weight in your right foot as you fold over that thigh. And then drop your chest. Lift your belly. Soften your neck. Take one more full breath. And then get your hands down. We're going to sweep the right leg up and back. Option to keep the hip very neutral, to stay on the hands, or bring your elbows down. And then draw your chest toward your left thigh and drop your head. But keep lifting from right under that right sitting bone to help steer your right hip toward your left, the frontal hip bone. And think of puppy here, so lengthening the chest forward towards your elbows as you lift from the pit of the belly up. Firm in through the left outer hip. Take one more full breath. And then look between your hands. If you're on your elbows, just lift them simultaneously and come right to runner's lunge. Good. Take an inhale, power down and come up to crescent lunge. And then interlace your fingers and place them on your right thigh so you have this hip flexion. And then inhale, stretch from navel to chin. Think cow, and then exhale, round. Really isolate through that right sitting bone. Inhale, extend. Exhale, push down, lift the belly. Inhale, extend the spine out. And then exhale, round. Now inhale, get as long as you can through your abdomen. And then keep this kickstand. Just step your back foot in and lift now from that left inner thigh. And then hug your right hip in so your hip isn't jutting out to the side. As you then extend your chest out. You can release the kickstand, maybe fly the arms. Keep adducting, hugging in. Outer hips, inner thighs. Take a full breath in. And then slowly get your left hand down, right hand to hip. From your right thigh back, inhale, extend your chest out. And then stretch your right arm up, revolve half moon. Keep working the skin of the right hip back. Without sinking the left hip down. Notice what happens when you draw your right hip in towards the socket even more. And just take one more full breath. Good. Exhale. Take it to down dog splits. Bend your knee, open your hip. And then find a figure 8 here. Right knee, left arm. Right knee, right arm. Right knee, inner left. Circle. So you're going under, over. Tap the knee. Circle. Under, over. Just playing with the shape here. Working the capacity of the hips, mobility and strength. And then switch directions. And then take it to fallen triangle. You can keep that right leg lifted. If you want to just challenge that right outer hip glute med even more. Bend the knee, wild thing. Take the leg over. Take a full inhale. And then Viinyasa, just take it through. And then inhale, lift your left leg up. And just step it right under your heart. Swing your right foot out. Bend your left knee there. Inhale, extend the chest out. And then push the mat away more through the ball of your left foot as you fold. Keep the right leg really active as you internally rotate and spiral your right thigh bone behind you. And just feel the support and the release deep within the posterior hip as you fold. Deep within those stabilizing muscles. Take one more full breath. And then get your hands down, float your left leg up and back. And then roll the toes down, level out the hips, stand the hands or bring your forearms down parallel for dolphin. Push the mat away, hug your right hip in, and then lift from your inner left thigh. Right under that sitting bone. Try to soften the upper portion of the glutes in that left leg. And direct all your awareness right under that left sitting bone as you lift it. The internal rotation of the left leg will free up the SI, sacral spine area. Create less tension in the low back as you just hold and breathe. Take one more full breath. And then straighten the elbows if they're down. Pull your left knee in. Come back to runner's lunge. Push through the ball heel of the left foot. Float your arms up. And then take your hands to a little kickstand on your left thigh. Come halfway forward. And then inhale, think cow. Stretch your front body. Plug your shoulders back. However, as you do that. And then exhale, go ahead and shrug your shoulders towards your jaw as you round your spine. Inhale, chest broadens, gaze lifts. Exhale, round your upper back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, push your left foot. And then inhale, lengthen out, but lift your belly. And just don't change anything other than lifting the right leg. Lengthen the spine just from the kickstand of the palms. And if you feel supported enough, you can release. And then firm your left hip in. Draw the belly up. Deep inhale. Soften your left knee, get your right hand down. Skin the left hip back as it firms in, and then stretch your left arm up. And you can still do that with a bend in your left knee if you need to. You can see if you can internally rotate your right leg, your lifted leg, and then lift the right hip just a little bit more. And then breathe into the left side long on your next inhalation. Belly back as you breathe out. One more full breath in. Slowly step back, foot your left leg high. Bend the knee, roll the hip open there. And then left knee under over right upper arm, left upper arm, tap the knees, and then circle the hip. Find a figure 8 here. And then switch directions. It's gonna feel awkward. You might be making 9s or some other number. Doesn't matter. Come to fallen triangle. You can float the leg if you choose. Lift that left hip, feel the left hip turn on. Hug your left shoulder in the socket. Broaden the chest, take a full breath in. Right hand down, Svashisthasana to Wild Thing. And then inhale, look to your right thumb. And just find your transition, exhale, Viinyasa. And then hop through to a seat and come right to Navasana. And then see if you can, well, first grab behind your thighs, lift your low back. You can keep your knees bent for this one, but keep lifting your low back, but if you're able, straighten your legs and then lower them to about 45 degrees. Point your feet and crisscross your legs. Hug the belly back. It's gonna wanna bulge out or pop out. And then maybe come to low boat without lowering the legs. So keep them right at that 45-degree angle. And then inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. You can bend if you need to. Exhale up. Now open your legs. Lift your low back. And then crisscross, crisscross, low boat. Inhale high, open the legs, lift your low back, lift your chin, and then bend your knees, take it to your flow. Turn your feet out, drop your hips. Just come into this nice low back release here. And let your gaze draw underneath you. And then walk your hands in so you're upright in Malasana. Push through the feet, externally rotate the thighs, and then lengthen the spine out. Side bend, right hand down, put your left arm overhead, and then steer your left knee over the second toe. You can bind here if you choose. Get that nice compression, right side body. Take another full breath. And then second side, just take it, left hand down. Keep tracking the second knee over the knee over the second toe. Lift through the left side body. Stay or bind. Take one more full breath. And exhale, release. Get your hands down, straighten the legs, turn the feet parallel, forward facing. Inhale and lengthen. Look up, strong legs, belly back, exhale, fold. Again, inhale, lengthen. Shoulders back, chest forward. Strong legs as you fold. Push through the mat, rise to stand through your flat back, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, and then just walk to downward facing dog. So we're gonna go right into one more interval before we wrap things up. You can look at me, it might help, so bring your knees down. It's not too complicated. So option is to come to high plank, bend your knees, and then back to high plank, knee to chest. Or if you want to amp it up, high plank to forearms down, bent knees, to straighten the knees, knee to chest. So we already kind of made this transition. Hug your elbows in, just getting more into the lats, rotator cuff that way. All right, and then I'll cue the rest of the way. So here we go. Inhale, ripple forward to plank, and then squat back in dog, maybe bring the elbows down. Knee to chest, straighten the arms, and then step between. I want you to come right to horse. Track your knees over your second toe, thumbs to heart, maybe low impact, just 3 squats, or play hops or horse hops 3 times. Second side, so frame left foot, plank. All right, and then squat, maybe elbows down, chaturanga or plank. And then left knee to chest. I threw in a chaturanga, sorry. Horse. And then 3 hops or squats. So take it at your own pace, keep going. So it's plank, squat, maybe elbows, 2 knee to chest, 2 step between. Horse, come upright. 3 hops or squats without lifting the legs. Just working those outer hips there. Keep tracking the knee over the toe, and then push through the feet. Keep it going, strong inner thighs. And maybe arms up. Almost there, keep going. Pause in your horse. Interlace your hands, push the ceiling away, turn your knees out, drop your seat down. Left elbow, left thigh, side bend to your left. Keep tracking the knee over the toe. Right elbow, right thigh, side bend to your right. Try not to roll your chest down. Push through the left foot. Track the knee out. And then inhale, come on up, arms up, maybe look up. Sit lower, optional lift your heels. Sit lower, heels higher. Full inhale. Gaze forward, straighten the legs. Hands to hips or clasp your hands. Take an inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, fold. Nicely done. Just let your whole torso, spine, head go. Maybe sway a little side to side. And then get your hands down right from the horizon lunge. So spin to your left foot, and you'll come to the blade edge of your right. Step your left foot halfway down the mat, kind of like our modified side plank. You can walk your right hand forward. And then shrug your right shoulder towards your ear. And just get into those dense tissues at the side of the hip. Look back to your right hand, and then set up like warrior two in that left leg. I want you to spin your left foot towards the right corner of the mat. All right, now take your left hand, your left ankle, left elbow to the inner knee, right hand somewhere on that right shin, and then position your torso in between the space of the two legs. Inhale, flat back, look up. Push your elbow into your knee as you fold. And just look underneath you. And you can use your left palm here even. But what we're doing is getting deep into a nice release for those underlying tissues closer towards the lateral sacral spine. Piriformis, in particular, that can cause tension in the low back. Take another full breath there. And then exhale, spin the frame of your right foot, just bring your left knee down. Now getting in the front of the hip. Low lunge, hands down or not. Maybe arms up, inhale. And then side bend to your right. And then find dancing monkey, left hand down, reach with your right hand towards that left ankle, lift the sides of the heart, pull the heel in. And then second side, so horizon lunge, come to the blade edges of both feet, or just left. And then stepping the right foot halfway down the mat. Roll your top hip towards your left, and then lean your chest back. Let your left shoulder shrug towards your left ear. And breathe into the tissues to that whole left side body, side hip, outer knee. Great, look down. Now we'll take our right foot like warrior two, find heel to arch alignment, but then turn your right foot towards the top left corner. So let's turn in just a hair. Right hand to ankle, use your elbow to push the knee back behind you, and then left hand somewhere on that left shin. Inhale, lengthen, bum back, heart forward. Push with your elbow the knee out as you fold forward, finding that hip flexion, external rotation. And together, to find the stretch deep within posterior hip. Continue to hug your right shoulder in the socket, however. And then lift your left inner thigh. Take one more full breath. And then we'll spin to the left foot. Anjaneyasana. Frame the left leg, hands to thigh. Lift the torso, stretch your arms up. And then left hand to thigh, slide bend to your left. Draw your tailbone towards the left heel and hug your belly back. Take another inhale. Dancing monkey, just place the right hand off the mat, twist to your left, and get the quad stretch here. And then gently release that out. Just step back to plank. And then take your vinyasa. You might linger in your upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Nicely done. You can bring the knees down or hop through to a seat. Just come all the way back to your back body. Set up for bridge. Feet flat, knees bent. Heel your hips off the mat. You might take your hands to your sitting bone. And I want you to try to lower your hips just to soften the upper portion of the glutes that tend to close off the low back. And as you do that, hug the belly back and feel right under your sitting bones turn on, more of that lower portion. Spiral the inner thighs down and then push the mat away to stretch through the front of the hip. Then maybe clasp the hands and lift up the rest of the way, just keeping that awareness right under the sitting bones. You might lower down, just rest for a moment. And then just do one more set here. Maybe full wheel. Let's reopen and invigorate the whole front body. And then gently come down. Let's bring your right ankle to your left knee. And then pull your left thigh in. Grab around that left shin or back of thigh. Flex your right ankle. Close your eyes. And then set the foot down, just second side, left ankle, right knee. Supine figure 4. And then as you release out of your second side, find any last shape that's going to create spaciousness before Shavasana. And just take inventory of the energy, the sensations in your body. Let your mind drop into the experience. And symbolically feel empowered from this muscle that runs posterior of your hip. And this ability to put one step or foot in front of another. And use that strength deep within ourselves can push us through areas of our life where we may feel stuck or uncertain. Using our practice to find that balance of strength and surrender, new beginnings. And gratitude for our bodies, our minds, this day and this moment. And if you are comfortable here, please stay. And if you'd like, slowly make your way into a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to your heart. Namaste.